Today we're diving into the latest buzz around SoFi. Today was a wild ride, and I want to break down what moved the stock, some key data points, and everything you need to know.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Daily Stock Update. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell, so you never miss any of our uploads and also enter our giveaway. But before that, alert, this is not a financial advice video. To kick things off, SoFi closed pretty flat today. Power Hour was quite eventful, with the stock hitting a high of $6.35 and a low of $6.20. If you managed to snag shares at $6.20 or made any moves today, give yourself a shout out in the comments. Looking at the volume, SoFi saw about 32.4 million shares traded today, compared to the average of 34.9 million. It's clear that volume has been a consistent theme with SoFi recently. Now, let's dive into some institutional activity, which was quite remarkable. There were some significant transactions happening after hours, including trades worth 42.8 million shares at $6.32 and another 2 million shares at the same price. These large trades are likely hedge fund duplicates. There were numerous transactions around $3.79, indicating heavy institutional involvement. I mentioned earlier that large entities were expected to get into SoFi within the next 2 weeks, especially as they rebalance their portfolios at the end of each quarter. Today was also a quadruple witching day, which means a lot of money was moving around. It's intriguing to see institutions showing increased interest in SoFi towards the end of the trading day, aligning with the manipulation we've seen through options trading recently. Interestingly, there was no significant news or SEC filings today. SoFi's movement was largely influenced by the broader market trends. Analysts have been focusing on NVIDIA and the S&P 500. The S&P 500 recently hitting the 500 mark sparked some fear in the market. But many analysts believe that companies like NVIDIA have acceptable growth rates for their multiples. The 500 mark seemed more of a psychological barrier than anything fundamentally wrong with the market. Short sellers were relatively inactive today, increasing their positions by only 129,000 shares. Currently, 17.59% of the free float, or about 182.65 million shares, is being shorted. The utilization rate stands at 70%, with the average cost to borrow at 1.03%. It's been a while since we've seen the broker who pays people to short SoFi, which is interesting to note. Something I've observed is a possible correlation between the cost to borrow minimum and a spike in shorting activity. Typically, a few days after the cost to borrow minimum drops, we see a significant increase in short positions. If anyone has more insight into this, please share in the comments. On the options front, today saw $3.83 million in call options and $1.95 million in put options, with 50% of the options being bullish. The open interest for SoFi closing above $6 includes 6,000 contracts, which could lead to a small bump in the stock price next week. However, it would have been more impactful if it had closed above $6.50. In conclusion, SoFi's stock movement today was influenced by institutional transactions, the broader market trends, and some technical factors. With no significant news or filings, the focus remains on market psychology and technical analysis. Keep an eye on the $6.50 resistance level and the $6.07 support level in the coming days. Long term, SoFi presents a compelling opportunity, but as always, do your own due diligence. Friends, that's all we have for you today. What is your opinion about today's video? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.